Welcome to the Indie Author Roadmap, the podcast for new and aspiring indie authors.
We're your hosts, Rachel and Rob, here to help guide you on your writing journey.
Join us each episode as we share tips, insights and practical advice to help you take the next steps towards becoming a successful indie author.
Whether you're working on your first book, navigating self-publishing, or looking to connect with fellow indie authors, this is the place for you.
So grab your notebook, settle in, and let's hit the road to your publishing dreams.
Because right in the end, it's just the beginning.
Hello, and welcome to the Indie Author Roadmap. This is episode 42. Got it right this time. And I am the amazing, brilliant, fantastic, awesome Rachel.
And I'm ill Rob. Got a cold. So, well, obviously, I mean, like, yeah, you know, women get colds and stuff, but this is a proper cold because it's me and I'm a man, so it's serious stuff. I might not be here tomorrow. Oh dear me. Right. So how's your week been?
It's been all right, actually. Yeah.
What have you been up to?
Writing as usual. Well, writing, editing, same shit.
Yeah.
Same shit, different week.
Of course.
Yeah.
And how are sales and everything going?
They're good, yeah. I messaged you. Was it last night I messaged you about my German one?
It was this morning.
Was it this morning? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, my German one's going really well.
Why? What do you
I mean,
mean?
my normal one.
How is it going well?
So what was it? The other day it was number 3 on my KDP dashboard.
Yeah.
It was yesterday. It's now the same level as its English version.
How?
So in sales, actually it's in KU. So you know, on the KDP dashboard, you get your top 3, don't you, of that day?
Yeah.
So the English version is number 1 on there, and the German version of the same book is number 2.
That's really good.
Yeah.
So how much ad spend is going for number 1?
I'm only doing like £3 a day on it. It's not a big ad spend. I thought I'm not going to put a big ad spend on it because I didn't expect much. I was just like, just put some out there just to boost it up.
Yeah.
The visibility. So I did that, and I've not got any reviews yet. So I was wanting to see if there was positive reviews, because obviously it's really strange translating your book into a language that you don't speak.
No, but it's going to be really fun when you get that review back and you have to translate it back.
I have to translate it because I can't read it. Yeah, but It's also getting sales. The English version is now getting more sales in Germany.
How?
So,
what?
But it must be English-speaking people that just live in Germany.
And they think, right, well, I'm gonna get the German book, When in Rome and all the rest, when in Berlin and all the rest of it. But I'll also, because I don't have a clue what it fucking says, I'll get the English one too. What?
No, there's going to be people that live over there that are English-speaking, aren't they? English is their first language.
Yeah.
So they're going to prefer to get their books in English, probably.
Okay.
So yeah, but it's good, and it's on the overall. I mean, I know it's only like the 9th of the month, so I don't have many days to go by. But in the whole, when you go onto your whole estimated royalties, it's number 4. So this series only has 3 books in it at the moment, and then a German version. So my books 1, 2, and 3 as a whole for the whole month are books 1, 2, and 3 on my KDP, and then the German one is coming in at number 4.
That's well good, that, isn't it?
Yeah, so I'm thinking that I need to put the second one on pre-order, because I was just going to be like, I'll do the second one this month and put it up, and I'm like, no, I'm going to put it on pre-order, because while I'm faffing around with it, the link's there and people can pre-order it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then you'll start getting that. I mean, £3 sales, and it's second now, is it? And surely people, it's...
Yeah, there's nowhere for them to go. They can go to the English version, obviously, but there's no link to the English version because obviously it's on the German site. So I was like, I'll go.
Staying on topic of Germanness, so I'm doing these translations for an author, and it's yesterday I was busy setting up all the MailerLite stuff and the website. So it's got if you go on the website, there's the top banner, there's a Deutsch thingy, and when he eventually gets more languages out, it'll be a drop down thing for the series
Yeah,
page. Set to do a series page. Excuse me a second. I had to like do a series page, all in German, obviously, but it's all those little other things. Like when I was setting up I just duplicated the form, which is fine in MailerLite, but then it's even like where it says email, where you click on the email, that
yeah,
needs to be changed. Every little thing needs
yeah,
to be changed.
yeah,
So, and then when I was setting up book funnel for the reader magnet, the book funnel uh landing page, even the little bits that say read the things that no one ever touches, but they're in English, needed changing, and yeah, it's
yeah,
mental. But it's mostly done now. I just need to get them uploaded so I can do the links in the back and stuff. Uh, but yeah, it's exciting. I mean, I really want to do my own now.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
Well, I did it. I thought it'd be cool to try it. It's not, you know, it's not a lot of outlay because I've already written the book. I've already got the cover.
yeah.
Everything's there. So literally, it was just the translation cost, and so I've already earned that back now. So anything I earn is just extra money.
I mean, we were talking. No, we weren't. That's next week. Forget it. Uh, Spoiler alert, we'll be talking about email lists next week. Shit. This is what happens when you film and record out of sequence. But but now that I've set like all the mailer stuff up and I tested it and everything and it's all fine. It's literally just write your newsletter and translate. I mean, part of the package that I give him, I said I'll do a year's worth of translations for the newsletter, so he'll send it me, and I'll bang it
Yeah.
through, and then send it back, so he doesn't have to worry about that. But that's all he now has to do
Mm.
for his whole email marketing thing. Oh, another thing, fucking MailerLite. The really good MailerLite. You get 1,000 free people, blah blah blah. They're going down now, 500 now.
Is it?
You're just
Wow.
fucking splitting half, the bastards.
Right. I know they did that already because it used to be 2,000, didn't
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
originally? Yeah.
So that's a bit rubbish, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fortunately, my
Mm.
kit I've still got 10,000 free, so I'm all right. But you only get one automation with that. So
Right, yeah.
if I'm doing German as well, I'm gonna have to migrate over to another one so I can get all the more than one more than one automation.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hate it when they do that. You think, well, I've got 1,000 people because he's got like 750 people.
So now you have to pay a bit.
Yeah, and I said two options. Either cull or you're gonna have to start paying. I'm afraid
Yeah.
it's like
It's
$10.
not that expensive, like,
Yeah,
up to 2,500 is, like, €13
yeah, it
a
might be
month.
more now because it's $10.50 for 1,000. So
Right.
if they're going backwards in charging, they might be at up in front end as
Yeah.
well.
I know when I called mine and got it to below 2.5, I was only paying 13.80 a month,
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah. So it's all about. Do you think you'll do when you've got your all your books out? I mind you, you've got millions of books to do first in German,
Yeah.
haven't you?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna do the one I've just done now. I'm gonna do the second book, but I'm not gonna put it up this month. I'm gonna put it in for pre-order for November
Yeah,
because then I can put book 3 for pre-order January, February time, which gives me time to write book 4.
yeah, I guess so. Yeah, so you
And
can
then
you
the
can
ro
plan in German how you should have been doing in
Yeah,
English.
basically. Yeah, and then obviously I'll probably have book 5 and 6 to write, but they're weighting the same as the English audience then.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So,
That's what I'm doing with him because he's got a Christmas novella that he's going to write. So I've done all his series 1, 2. I'm waiting for the edits back on 3, and then I'll Google that and technical publishing term Google, by the way. And then after that, I'm just waiting on him, and then he'll be able to release the novella at the same time, and then moving
yeah.
forward, the releases will go out at the same time. But yeah, I do. I really want to get my divine ones done now, and then just throw them all out.
It doesn't cost a lot. So, if if they don't sell a lot, they'll eventually make that back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
That you're not one of these authors that's only gonna sell, like, a copy.
No.
So, yeah, it's worth doing it.
Yeah. But like I said, I want to do all of them then. I
Yeah.
want to do all of them. I want to do all of them in every territory.
Yeah.
I won't write anymore. I'll just be uploading.
Translating everything.
Yeah, yeah. Because
Yeah,
they've got Indian coming out, they've got Arabic coming out, they've
yeah.
got
I
Japanese.
I was
These
speaking to someone this morning and, oh my gosh, what does she write now? I think it's hockey romance
Yeah.
and Formula One romance, because obviously the Brad Pitt movie's been out, hasn't it?
All right, yeah.
And she's translated all her books into all the available, languages,
Right.
and Germany outsells every language now, even the English one.
Really?
Yeah,
But there's still like emerging markets. I remember not long ago listening to a podcast. I think it might have been Joanna Penn, and she was saying, India, it's a massive market, and they're just starting to, learn how to read or something. I don't know, but
yeah.
they're starting to jump on it. It's just sometimes you have to price things differently because obviously, everything's not going to be £3 in that,
No.
£3 might be the price of their house. So
Yeah.
you'd have to do it
Okay, yeah.
differently, yeah. Uh,
Yeah, you have to
but
research that.
Japanese as well. I mean, the Scouse Shadow are going to be doing Japanese soon. There's like
I wonder how
900
that would
million
work.
people on those islands or something.
Yeah, but I wonder how that would work because isn't it in Japan that they don't I can't remember from studying my degree, it's either Japan or China where they don't acknowledge mental illness. So if you've got that in your book, it wouldn't go
Hmm.
over even to the point of, like, if you were diagnosed with a proper mental illness,
Yeah.
not just all these silly things that people have, but, like, you've got schizophrenia, they don't actually tell the person they've got it, they tell the family, and then because it's really shunned and, like, not talked about.
Is it?
So I wonder yeah, so I wonder how that'd go with books, especially when you've got people writing the morally grey stuff because they, you know
Well, that's the
Mhm.
thing, innit? I mean, because that's why my Ladlet series would never work in the Eastern world.
No.
But yes, yeah, stuff like Arabic. If you did it in Arabic and something, that's like the Middle East. That is the Middle East,
Yeah.
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 And obviously, you're dealing with different cultures and stuff, and people picking
Yeah,
up.
you can't have homosexuality, you can't have public displays of affection.
You can't have women with the faces not covered. So there's a lot of things that'd be different, I guess. Maybe edit your
Yeah.
book so the love interest looks like a post box. Is it Boris Johnson once said? Yeah,
I can see where that comes from, though.
yeah. Oh dear.
Yeah. Talking of stuff, what exciting news did you have on your TikTok?
Say that again.
Talking of, some stuff that we've done this week, what exciting news did you have on your
I
TikTok?
finally I decided because my book 1 to 3 bundles sells well, and the book 4 to 6 are a lot bigger. So I was pricing them £5 extra, so £35. I decided to just take the hit on the profit margin and just get it down to 30, like the 1 to 3. I think I make £17 now on 1 to 3, and it's 13, I think, on the other one on 4 to 6, and I got a
Yeah.
sale. Boom!
Yeah,
Imagine
well,
that.
13 is better than nothing.
Exactly,
It's
yeah, and it's still more, yeah, and it's
on a few
I was
bread,
well, what I was
a few
doing, I was
baby
always
meal.
thinking of it as like, well, that's 3 products, but it's not. It's
Yeah.
one product that someone's buying. They're just getting, they're getting 3 products, but for me, as a seller, that's one product. So it's still
Yeah.
£13 profit on the product.
Well, across all 6 books, it's like 40 is it 40, £30 profit?
See,
£30
yeah,
profit?
yeah, 30 odd pound pro yeah. Yeah, but
Yeah.
around £30 profit, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just need thousands of people buying them now.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah,
I saw that in my TikTok shop again.
but the thing is, right, because I've got like, and this is really boring, but because I've got it's the cardboard fold over boxes, and
Yeah.
and it 1, 2, and 3 fit nicely in it, and then it wraps around. But because 4, 5, and 6 are fatter, it doesn't
Bigger.
quite wrap around. So I'm having to do a wrap around, sellotape it, and then put it in a box anyway that's reserved for my 1 to 7.
Yeah.
But that's yeah, it's so I guess it's also costing me another 80p in cardboard. But yeah, boring shit aside, yeah, I'm happy I've actually sold one.
Boxes is important because you've got to get it in the right box and it's got to look nice. Could you imagine if someone bought your books off TikTok shop and you've wrapped it in a bunch of Aldi bags?
Well, I do because yeah, I put the box.
No, but no box, no presentation.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it just looks like an Amazon thing. I've seen some authors and they proper go all out. You know, they've got their own special boxes and it looks amazing. But I haven't really priced that in, and also I can't be asked.
Mine's just a nice black box.
Yeah, I mean, even the black ones are they're more expensive though, aren't they?
Yeah, but I like them, and I think it looks nicer.
Yeah, I think
But
maybe
I
I think if I get some stickers of Radcliffe Press or whatever, I might start branding the box.
Yeah, see,
Uh,
that's it. I've got stickers from mine from when I've done the mystery box stuff.
yeah,
So, yeah.
there's this crime writer I know, but I can't remember his name. So he used to be a police officer, and he what the fuck is it? Jay Dartmoor.
James.
No, Jay Dartmoor,
Okay.
and he writes like psychological thrillers. There's a lot of it about narcissists and abuse kind of thing, and he does like his handprint in blood on them.
Oh, right, yeah.
That's yeah, and they're all in like exhibit everything, all his bits and pieces in like police exhibit bags and stuff.
Well,
That's
that's
really
cool.
it's good. Yeah, it's branding, is it? That's keeping everything
Yeah.
on brand.
I used to have, I got a wax seal and I got it made with my author name and then a paw print because obviously it was
Yeah,
like shifting that I wrote and that would seal everything.
that's cool. That's awesome. Right, so we've had a bit of a waffle, but we've got a guest today, haven't we?
We do, yeah.
Are you going to do the introducing since it's your
No,
one?
you can introduce it because I
No,
always
no,
get it
it's
wrong.
yours. Come on,
You're
this is
always
your
me,
show.
so
Like the other day was my show. This is your show. So we're not
anyway, well,
co-hosts apparently. We,
no. Well, you're gonna be dead tomorrow, so I'm doing it on my own after this.
it's fine because we've got one in advance as well after that. So you'll be alright for another week.
Okay. Oh, yeah, so we've got on Steve Aitchison. He's the author of The Witches of Scotland and lots of spin-off series.
Yes. Okay. Come on, mate. Show.
No, it's you. It's you do it. He's always mean.
Right, okay then. Steve, welcome on to Indie Author Roadmap. It's lovely to see you. How have you been doing?
I've been doing brilliant and really doing good. We've had the grandkids over the weekend and they're full. You talking about the cold. He was full of something as well. I don't know what it was. So hopefully he's not going to kind of pass it on. So yeah, doing great. The writing's going great. TikTok's going great. Social media, everything else is going good. I'll turn this bloody thing off. So but yeah, all good.
Fantastic. And well, we've sort of just introduced you a little bit, but why don't you talk about yourself for a few moments? Introduce yourself a bit better.
Horrible, but yeah, my name's Stephen P. Aitchison. I'm the author of the Witches of Scotland series, which is now turned into 3 series, so it's a whole universe. And I started writing. I became a full-time author in 2022. That's when I decided, because I had a kind of load of other businesses, cryptocurrency, social media, self-help businesses before that. So I gave all that up and just said, right, I'm going to be a full-time author in 2022. Didn't know where I was going to go, but it took off from the very start. I think in the first year after rebranding to the Witches of Scotland, made about £10,000, which told me I could be a writer, I could make money from it. It was just a matter of how to make more money. In 2023, it just kind of shot up to £100,000, and then 25. It's just snowballed ever since. So as the writing has gone really well, and I'm really chuffed with everything that's happening just now. And yeah, it's gone amazing just now. I don't know. I'm blessed. is all I can say, to be honest.
It's brilliant, and I mean, when we were talking about when Rachel went over to Ireland in March, when she came back and we were chatting,
Yeah,
she mentioned you and a couple of others, like, and I'd never heard of you, and then obviously we met in London, and it
yeah.
was great to meet you. And since then, I've been, you're always
Bug
popping
you.
up on TikTok, and you turn into a bit of a guru for authors. I don't know if that was intentional or people just keep bugging you, but yeah, the stuff on your TikTok channel is it's gold dust every time.
Oh, brilliant. Thanks for that. I think it was just because I was getting loads of DMs from other authors, and I
Yeah,
thought I'll just turn their questions into content for TikTok, and I'll promote the book at the same time in between it. So you don't really notice me promoting the book, but I still get a lot of views when I promote the book, but I still get to get all this content for free because I'm just answering questions. So
yeah.
yeah, it just turned out that way. So it wasn't intentional. I just was seeing where it was going.
That's what I want to ask actually. Like, I did wonder if like you had two accounts. So one of them was your Steve Aitchison talking about writing and the journey and stuff, and then the other one was buy my book kind of thing, or if it's just you just got the one account.
Yeah, well, I've got a couple of accounts. Just I think I was seeing Adam Beswick in Ireland, and he was saying he had like 7 accounts or something.
Yeah,
On TikTok. And I'm going, oh shit. And I said, well, why do you have that many? Just saying backups. So I'd made a couple of backup accounts just in case, but I don't use them. So all of that one account is just used for promotion and for kind of doing indie author stuff and just teaching other indie authors as well. Just what I've known, because I think it's really good if you can pull people up to your level and you're always reaching for the likes of Steve Higgs, you're trying to get to his level. So if you're at that
yeah,
stage, just help other indie authors as well. It's just a brilliant way to get content out there as well as kind of helping yourself as well. Because when you teach,
yeah,
you learn more about kind of what you're teaching as well.
yeah. I mean, I've it was your content that made me decide that I need to jump on the audiobooks because I just never.
Same.
Brilliant. I seen that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I seen you were doing that. How's it going? I seen you've got a load of other chapters in now as well.
yeah. I've got he's waiting for me now, so he's the narrators. He's posted them all for me, and I'm just listening through for a second time now. But I'm about halfway
Brilliant.
through. I think I'll probably get it done for this week, and then I've just got to record my author's note bit because I want to do that bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Well, it's going to be good for you, Rob, as well, because, and Rachel, I know you do it as well, but Audible, did you see the kind of notice about the kind of change in the rates for the kind of authors as well? They're changing it. I think it's gone from 40% to 50%. Did you see that? Yeah.
I noticed some of that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that's it's a good time to change because Spotify's coming on board and in audio are kind of out there, kind of biting at their heels as well. So they have to
yeah,
kind of up their game a wee bit. So that's good for people on Audible as well. It's brilliant.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
great, that isn't it?
Yeah.
So
I
when
think I might have to I
go
think I might have to, get rid of the person that agreed to narrate mine because we're a whole month overdue for the 15 minutes, and I'm like, "If you can't be on time for your
Yes.
15 minutes, you're not gonna do my whole series
No,
very
still
definitely
not
not.
fast."
done it. What?
Definitely not.
Still not done it now. I messaged her, and she said, it was really hard because 'cause she's got kids in now, and she'll do it when the summer holidays are over, and she'll have it for the 31st of August, but we're now on the 9th of September, but she's not even messaged me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, "Hmm."
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
see,
told the
this guy
contract.
this narrator that I got, he jumped on it. He read the book and he loved it, and he's like, "I'll do the whole series." Yeah, he really,
Yeah.
and his the tone of it was brilliant, and he made me laugh at my own words, which after editing and reading it time and time again, you do not laugh at your own words.
No.
But
Yeah.
yes, I just thought if it can make me laugh, then brilliant. Yeah,
Oh,
but
that's brilliant.
right. So one of the things I wanted to ask you about was your rebranding. So
Yeah.
what did you release your books as originally?
So the original books were called The Dream Dancers. Then it was the Akashic
Yeah,
Chronicles after that. And always thought The Dream Dancers, it doesn't really tell you what it's about. It sounds like a male dance group or something like that, like the chipmunk or
yeah,
whatever
yeah,
they're called, the Chippendales chipmunks,
Chippendales.
Chippendales, something like that. So I always thought, nah, it doesn't work. But I thought, okay, well, what do I want the books to be about, and what do I want to convey to the reader? It's about witches, tells you straight away it's supernatural. It's about Scotland, tells you exactly straight away where it's set. And then they know straight away just from the title what they're getting. And that was kind of the idea behind the rebrand. I thought, oh, this is great. But then I found out there's a big movement in Scotland called the Witches of Scotland, and it's about trying to get kind of the witches from 1650s, the Berwick trials and stuff like that, exonerated from the kind of crimes. So I didn't realise that at the time. So it kind of clashed with that, but I kept it and it stuck. And ever since then, that's when it started taking off. I don't know if it's because of the rebranding
Yeah,
of it, but it was very kind of coincidental. I'd released the first 3 books in the Dream Dancers, I think in 2021 it was, and I'd made about
yeah,
probably £300-400. And then 2022, when I rebranded without advertising much, £10,500, and then it just took off from there after advertising. So yeah, I think it was definitely down to the rebranding that's kind of made it kind of go take off big time.
yeah. I mean, your covers are brilliant with the star. What's it really called?
The
It's the
pentagram, yeah.
pentagram. That,
Pentagram,
yeah,
yeah.
and you know the branding's fantastic, and I really really like you your romance ones, just the colours and stuff and the
Yeah.
Those
typeface.
romance ones are great.
Yeah,
Oh,
brilliant.
as a designer, I've worked with a designer, same designer who done the very
Yeah,
first one. I kind of knew what I wanted. I wanted the pentagram. I wanted the kind of different colours for all 8 books, but essentially the same, but images of Glasgow, because I want to promote Scotland in it as well. That was the whole idea, another idea behind it. And I
yeah.
wanted the book short, just in case kind of Netflix picked it up. That was from the very beginning. Never thinking it might happen, but now it's kind of moving there as well, which is freaking amazing.
Oh,
Um,
fantastic.
so yeah, and the designer's been brilliant. He's been amazing every time we go to him, and he said, "Listen, if anybody else wants the book's design, just say I'll do it for $140. So if any of your kind of listeners want it, just give me a shout, or I can give you the details and you can send it over to him."
Yeah, yeah. Gives the
Yeah.
details. We'll put it in the show notes and stuff. Yeah,
Brilliant, yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
Yeah. So you with the novellas, aren't they? So they're about 30,000-40,000 words.
Yeah, so the first series is novellas. So I think the shortest one is 23,000 words, book 3,
Right.
and the longest one is kind of book 1 or something, which is 40,000 words. Which is brilliant because I love writing novellas because it gives you a sense of achievement once you've written it. Because you
Yeah.
can say you've got a novella, and nobody's going to say to you, "Oh, you've only written a novella." They just say, "Oh, you've written a book. That's amazing,"
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you get that sense of achievement. And then you go, "Oh, I've done it once. I could do it 100 times." If you do it once, you can do it 100 times. So that's when the 8 books came out, and I thought, "Oh, this is just a great way to write." But series 2, which is a follow-on from David and Jessica from series 1, they kind
Edinburgh
of
Files.
the Edinburgh Files, yeah, they're part of a syndicate. So it's like the X Files meets kind of Jim Butcher, kind of his series, the Dresden Files.
Yeah.
So set in Edinburgh, so they've got a case for every book, and they're about 60 to 90,000 words. And that
Yeah.
was just to
Yeah.
prove to
We've
myself I could write a
spoken
novel,
on the pod.
basically. Um,
Yeah. One of the things that we were talking maybe a month, 2 months ago about, these
I think it was
smaller
when we
books.
yeah, it's when
Mm,
we came back from, the self-publishing
yeah,
show because
yeah.
we were
When we came
all
back
from
from
London.
London, and yeah,
yeah.
and we were saying, as I mean, I aim for 80 to 100,000. It's just, I think it's like traditional mindset, tradition.
Yeah,
That's how long a book should be. But then you get to 50,000 words and you're stuck in that horrible middle bit. Whereas
yeah,
and you start a new project just because it's horrible. Whereas
yeah,
you finished and you're
Yeah.
moving on to the next one anyway, which I think's
exactly.
great.
And I don't think a lot of people don't mind the novellas as well. And I think
Yeah,
as a reader, I've had a lot of people write to me and just say, "I was really in a reading slump, and then I read your books, and because they're kind of novellas, it got me out of the reading slump because it got them back into the habit of kind of reading again." And I
yeah, it's
think
more
there's a sense of
manageable as
achievement.
well, isn't it?
Yeah, a sense of achievement from reading a book, any book. Because I don't know if I've read Brandon Sanderson books, and they're like 1,000 pages long, and you go, "Holy
Yeah,
shit." But that's a big achievement. You give yourself a pat on the back for that.
yeah.
But reading any book is a sense of achievement for readers as well as and writing it is a sense of achievement. So it's a brilliant way to write. And I would urge anybody to start a novella series, definitely.
It's probably easier for readers as well with being smaller to go on to the next book and the next book. Like I've read
Yeah.
the first 2 or 3 Game of Thrones, but because they're so big books, I'm like, right, I'm gonna go read a small book. Whereas with yours, it's like, well, no, this next one's only gonna take me the weekend.
Yeah. It's like kind of Wheel of Time as well. I think there's 15 books in that, but they're big, huge tomes. And you go, I've read the first book, just like you say, Rachel, as you've read the first book and you go, do I want to read the second book and read all that? You can't memorize everything that's gone on. But
No.
with a whole series of novellas, you can. And I think it lends more to the read-through as well. I think it's brilliant for read-through. Definitely.
I think also now with you look at people's attention spans because everyone's on TikTok, so we're all trained for smaller things.
Yeah.
More people probably read the smaller stuff because it's quick read, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, the Edinburgh Files is not doing as well, nowhere near as well. And I think it's the people from the first series that are kind of reading it because they love the first series. And then that's why I went back to the shorter novellas in the romance series. And they're doing good as well. So I expect them to kind of really take off when I start advertising them.
Well, so your first the Witches of Scotland, it's 8 books. Is it eight books?
Yeah, 8 novellas. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a completed series.
Yep.
Would you ever think about going back, or is it run its course? You know, doing number 9 and 10.
No, because the Edinburgh Files is a follow-on from it, so it's still the same characters. So they've just joined a syndicate called the Cerebrus Syndicate. David and Jessica, and they've still got Aunt Jen. I know you don't know the characters, but it's still got the same characters from the first series. So it's really followed on. And in the third series, the romance series, Aunt Jen and David and Jessica make an appearance as well. So it's this whole universe. So they're all set in the same universe. So the next series is going to be called 1653. So it goes back to the very beginning. So it's a historical series, but we're still talking as the descendants from David and Jessica from the first series. And then there's going to be another series. Yeah. So till the day I die, I'll be able to write in this universe and they're all interlinked. So I thought that'd be quite cool. Just like, like Yellowstone, how they've got the kind of backstory as well.
Yeah.
So just that kind of universe. And I thought that's just a genius way to do it. Not genius on my part, but genius way to do it.
Yeah, they've got various years, haven't they? They've got 2 historical ones, then they've got the Yellowstone, then they're doing a Rip and Beth, and then Casey and Monica one. So they got so many different things they can do. Yeah,
it's brilliant. He's Taylor Sheridan. He's an amazing writer as well. Very egotistical, but he is an amazing writer, screenwriter.
You can see that because he's in Yellowstone. You can see that.
Exactly. You can tell.
Yeah. Have you seen Yellowstone, Rob?
Yeah. Well, some of it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's brilliant. It's really good. And he's done Landman and kind of other stuff like that as well. He's a really good writer.
So when you went full time in 2022, had you written all of the Witches of Scotland?
No. I was I decided to rebrand the Dream Dancers in 2022. I thought, right, I'm going to rebrand. I'll give up all the other cryptocurrency stuff. I'd sold all my cryptocurrency. We went into property and done that as a side business as well. But I sold all that and I'd only had the 3 books out, and I thought, right, I'm going to market it now. And I had to find a way to how to market it. And I'd written the 4th book and then started writing the 5th book. And then I really started the kind of advertising. Took Matt Holmes' course in 23, I think, July 23. And almost from the gates from his course, because of a video I'd kind of just made and using the principles from his course, it just took off. It went from £3,000 a month up to 7, up to 10, 15, 20, 25,000 pound a month, and it's just kind of stayed there. You're going, holy shit! And so
how much were you putting on ads?
Before Matt's course, I think it was only £200 a month or something.
Oh, right, okay, so
it wasn't that much at all. Yeah. And after Matt's course, I'm going. Say again?
£6 a day, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, just to test it because I didn't have a clue what I was doing. Yeah. And Matt's course really taught me how to kind of go to the back end of Facebook and really know what I was talking about and what I was doing as well. Before that, I was just kind of fumbling about and kind of doing these kind of silly ones on Facebook, just doing the promotions. But it doesn't really work. So I took Matt's course and I thought, right, I'm going to go hell for leather. So now I'm spending 5, 6, 7 grand a month or something on ads.
So how did you scale from that? Because obviously you didn't do one month £200 and the next month 6,000. Unless you did.
No, so I was doing about 200. Then I just doubled it every week thereafter if it was working. And it's weird because I don't know if you use Amazon attribution links, because they're not always most reliable. But
No.
No,
the
they're
thing,
quite
no, they're
behind.
not. They're a pain in the arse. But it's the best thing we've got out there to get Amazon kind of numbers. But I think when I was doing it, I was looking at the ROAS, that's return on overall ad spend. So if I was spending $3,000 and I was getting 15 grand back, I knew something was working. I didn't quite
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
exactly what was, so just do more of it. And then when it stopped working, just scale it back a wee bit. Because 1 month I spent 12 grand and I hadn't made the amount that I thought I should have. So I scaled it back and took some of the ads out. So yeah, it's definitely about the advertising. And that's what makes a big difference. You've seen kind of Steve Higgs as well, what he's doing. And he
Yeah.
talks about advertising all the time as well, which is amazing.
Yeah.
So what ads do you do? How do you come up with your ideas for ads? Because throwing money's at one thing, but making them a profitable ad, that's always a sticking point for some authors.
Yeah. So, well, I was kind of lucky because I'd been doing a video ad. I don't know if you've seen it, Rob, but I was doing something called Hook Story Close. I know Rachel kind of walked in on my
I
talk in
can probably
Ireland,
I've seen that ad
Victoria.
so many times now, I could probably mime it.
I know. So it's just something called Hook Story Close. So basically, you talk about your book without promoting it. You just talk about the story, the backstory behind your book. Why did you start writing it? What made you start writing it? And so the hook part of it for me was it took me 27 years to write this book. That's the hook, that's the headline. And you go, why did it take 27
Yeah.
years? And you go into it, didn't have the confidence. Then I wrote 60,000 words. It was absolute shit. I stopped it 10 years ago. Then I tried again. It was still shite. Then I tried it again 2 years ago. My wife said, you need to keep writing this. This is really good. And I wrote it. And here's the 8 books that I've done. And then the close part is they're on Amazon just now. If you want to check it out, brilliant. If not, it's cool. Don't really mind. And you just do it as nonchalantly as like that. And that's the Hook Story Closed. 90 seconds video. And that one video, I started advertising in 23. And then with Matt Holmes' principles that he was teaching, I think it's made about £190,000 from that one video alone. And I've been running it ever since, and it's still running just now in America, UK, Canada, and Australia. So it's been amazing.
So video ads is the way to go for you.
No, I wouldn't say that now, Rob, because it's starting to come down now. So I think the image ads are now starting to work better in Facebook. So I've just done a video ad as well that's worked really, and I don't know why. Honestly, don't know why. It's done 13% conversions from Facebook to Amazon, which is unheard of for me.
Yeah,
And I thought, holy shit, what's going on here? So I kind of duplicated it to Canada and the UK, and the same's happening with that. I'm going, what is it about this ad? And I'm trying to emulate it for the other books and the other series as well.
yeah.
So I'll see how it goes. But I'll share that on TikTok. I always share on TikTok. If it works,
Yeah.
I'll just share it. Might as well.
You just
It
hope,
was,
you're hoping it's
it
not
was
a
funny when
unicorn.
yeah.
Yeah, I hope so. But the video ads will work brilliant on Instagram. I think the video ads would do great on that. Not so
Yeah.
much Facebook, because TikTok have got the short form video, and so is YouTube Shorts and Instagram. So I think it would work really well on Instagram as well if you're to do the video ads. So I always go for the Hook Story Close video and try it and just see what it does organically. If it does well organically, it'll do well in an ad.
Yeah. And we've said that before, TikTok is a fantastic place to figure out your hooks and stuff.
Yeah.
As soon as you
brilliant.
start getting engagement and people asking you questions, something's working, and it'd most likely work in the Facebook ad as well.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's one of the things I love about TikTok, just testing things out. And
it's free to
it's
test.
free, yeah.
Exactly, it's brilliant. You don't need to spend money on ads just to test it out. You can test it on TikTok.
Yeah.
Because I've done
It was
another
very
one as
funny.
well, a bath story that worked really well. So I'm testing that just now as well. So TikTok's brilliant for that.
Yeah.
And I think TikTok ads is going to be good in the future. It's shite just now, but I think it's going to be really...
I've tried it a bit, and there's just no targeting, is there?
Yeah,
the
there's nothing
targeting
there
is
just
so
now.
broad, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's more like a boost on Facebook, isn't it?
It
Yeah,
is. That's what's like, Rachel, yeah.
Because what do you put you under? You put it under arts, don't you? Because
Yeah.
there's nothing else.
Exactly. It's weird, isn't it? It's weird.
The
But I think they'll
fact that
get
it hasn't
better
even-
once they realise.
Yeah, the fact that it hasn't even got butt talk or something, and that,
Yeah.
I know.
and even that's too broad. But yeah, they'll cotton on when they realise
Definitely.
how many people
Yeah,
willing to
Definitely.
spend.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, I want to rebrand my Divine series, which is urban fantasy, time travel stuff, and and yeah, I will be doing. And I wanted to hear your story first because just because it's getting a bit old, and I feel that I need to, do something to make myself excited because I write in two genres, and
Right.
one of them's, my rom-com stuff's doing well on
That's
TikTok.
been amazing, yeah.
Yeah, but but because I'm concentrating on that, I just completely ignore the other with all their fans and stuff. And so I really want to get back excited, and also I want to do turn to German,
Yeah.
and I think it'd be better for my time travel stuff more than my rom com at first. But yeah,
Yeah, 'cause, like, well, they're quite English.
yeah,
I rebranded
Yeah, I
because my
know.
co-host
Rachel,
picked on
you've
my
got yours
series
in
covers.
German now.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I've got one of
lagging
them
there.
in German. I was just saying to, Rob before we introduced you that yesterday it was my on KDP you have your 3 top books, that's selling that
Oh, yeah,
day,
yeah.
and so the first one was the English version and the second one was the German version of the
Oh,
same book.
brilliant.
So, yeah, but
have
but
you?
yeah, I was saying I've done a rebrand because my co-host picked on me about my book covers.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did an episode about a month ago, and it wasn't even about that. And Rachel said just something, and I went on her Amazon page, on the series page, 21 book series, and oh, there's no branding. All the covers were different. They look like different, and I just ripped it apart. We spent an hour, didn't we? You spent an hour
Yeah.
laughing, and I spent an hour just in
Yeah,
bits
Chris.
because the OCD inside of me and the cover designer inside of me was like, "What are you doing?" So yeah, you've rebranded, haven't you?
Yeah.
So is that you? Have you
Yeah.
rebranded the whole series, the whole
Yeah,
21 books?
Rebranded, the 2 series is because of because of him picking on me, but this is on my other pen name where I've got, like, big series.
yeah,
So
So he
and because
wasn't picking on
it's a
you, he was
secret.
just looking after you.
Yeah,
yeah, but he does it in a mean way.
but because it's a secret pen name, so I was looking through them, and I had to try and describe these things, but I couldn't
All
like
right, you
say
couldn't show it.
anything on air, kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah.
you were just giggling your head off, weren't you?
Yeah. Some of the comments on the YouTube though, with you because the comment on the descriptions that you've given of my books.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, they were disgusting, but they look lovely now, don't they? Yeah. So
Brilliant.
what influenced what authors have influenced your style of writing? Because I noticed that it's third person past tense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, I think this is going to sound really weird, but I never really read in that genre. I always
right.
wanted to read kind of about witches and stuff, and I read a couple of kind of witchy. No, I read T.J. Green's books. They were really good, and I thought I could do something like. But I was already writing when I'd started reading her books. But the other one was before it was kind of high fantasy. It's Brandon Sanderson, Patrick Rothfuss, and I thought I'm never going to be able to write like that. But the type of books I'd like to read is cut out all the fluff, the kind of literary prose and stuff like that, and the
Yeah, yeah,
elegant, flowery language. I thought if we could cut all that shite out, it's not shite, but if I could cut all that out and just do a really kind of thriller-esque type of witch book
yeah.
set in
No, but I mean,
Glasgow, and
at
do
the same
that
time, when
and
you've
set in
got
the West.
when you sorry, at the same time, you've got 5 pages describing a desert that can be cut a little bit, can't it? You know?
Exactly. And I thought, no, it's not what I like to. Well, I do like to read it from Brandon Sanderson, likes him, because there's something kind of delicious about that, and you just kind of
Yeah,
let yourself sink into it. But what I wanted to write was kind of really fast paced, and I cut out all the flowery language. I'm kind of going to that now. I'm being more descriptive and more kind of writing. I think I'm writing better prose now. But yeah, so I wasn't really influenced anybody with these kind of books. But I guess every book you read influences you in some way. Because I always read a book and I go, "Oh, that's a brilliant idea. I could do that for a series," and I kind of have to store it away somewhere. So
yeah,
I don't tend to read when I'm writing as well, because I always get full ideas and go, right, you need to calm your tits and just calm down a wee bit and just kind of read and then kind of do your own kind of writing. But so yeah, to answer your question, nobody's really influenced my style, if I'm being honest, but everybody has at the same time.
okay.
It's a
And
shit answer.
do you outline your stories,
Oh no,
or Or
No.
are you a plotter or are you a pantser?
I I'm a discovery. I don't know if you read the book. Have you heard of Dean Wesley Smith?
Yeah, yeah.
You've
Yeah,
heard of Dean Wesley. So
yeah,
he's written a brilliant book called Writing into the Dark, and it's just a short book. It's only about 40 pages or something long. So I used to plot the book. The first three books I plotted out meticulously, like chapter by chapter. I knew what was going to happen. It was dead boring, but I thought this is the way to do it. And
yeah,
by chapter three, the characters would go, I'm going this direction. You told me to go that direction, but I'm going this way. I'm going,
Yeah.
yeah,
no, no, you have to go this way. And they go, no, we're going this way. And I go, oh shit, I have to replot the whole thing again. So I thought, right, and I read that book and I thought, that's me. That's how I write, discovery writer. So I sit down with a computer every day and I haven't a clue what I'm going to write.
yeah.
And that's me. So I just know vaguely what the end might be, but it usually changes. And that's how I write now. And it's much quicker, much more exciting for the reader as well. Because if I don't know what's going to happen, then sure as hell they don't know what's going to happen as well. So I'm a discovery writer now,
Yeah,
100%.
I mean, we're both discovery writers as well. And you mentioned something on TikTok. I said, about writing
And
subconsciously.
yeah,
And and
from
and
oh,
and and I mentioned, like, yeah, it's getting in the zone kind of thing. And I
yeah,
think if you're plotting, because you're restricting yourself. This is how I feel. If
yeah,
Because I've tried plotting and I don't like it because I'm restricting myself. Like you said, your characters will go, "No, we're going this way," and
yeah,
yeah, and you've gone, "No, this is the story," and they're going, "Fuck you," and we're going seeing what's down here. And I think
exactly,
you
yeah,
get,
yeah,
yeah, I think you to go in the zone or write subconsciously and come up with all that great stuff, and you don't even realize that you've written it until you read back.
yeah,
You sort of have to pants. You have to be a discovery writer, otherwise,
yeah,
because otherwise it's very more methodical, and from A to B to C. So
yeah.
yeah, for yeah,
So you both
I'm
do
not.
exactly the same, you as well, Rachel, yeah?
Yeah, yeah, I pants. I've tried outlining and, I spent so much time outlining and trying to get it right that I never actually finished outlining and,
Yeah,
was like, "Forget it, I'm gonna
yeah,
write the book."
yeah,
Yeah, I've usually got a scene in like near the end of the book that I'm heading
yeah,
towards, and I
yeah,
don't have a clue how I'm going to get there.
brilliant.
No, it's
So
like
it's
when readers will say to you, "I can't wait to see how it ends," and I'll reply, "Me too," and
yeah,
they think you're joking, and it's
yeah.
like, "No, I don't know how it ends."
Well, that's to say, I've got the Edinburgh Files book 6 out, because before I release the previous book, I always put kind of book 6 on pre-order way in advance. And a couple of people had written on kind of social media, oh, bought book 6, can't wait to see what it's like. And just like you, Rachel, just say, I can't wait to see what it's going to be about as well. So
Yeah,
it's quite cool. I've not even started writing it yet, but I've got it on pre-order.
Well, I
So
was gonna say when your books are on, because you put quite, yours a few on pre-order at once, don't you? Do you have some, like, 13 up at some one point when you were doing, "I'm gonna do
yeah,
13 books"?
when I was doing the romance series, I'd written the first 2 books. So I put all 7 books up on
Yeah.
pre-order for the first of each month up until December this year. Because I
So you're
knew I would
quite
write
ahead of
them.
yourself.
Yeah, because I knew, and it gives me a kind of target to reach for, and it just kicks me up the arse as well. And think, shit, I need to give this to the proofreader, who's Shan, who I met in kind of
Yeah.
Ireland as well. She's brilliant. Um, so I need to get them to her before I can put them up. So yeah, it gives you that wee kick up the arse as a kind of an accountability thing as well when you put them on pre-order. Scary as hell when you're kind of nearing the date to put them up, but
Yeah.
definitely good.
yeah. I had an author not long ago. He literally last week said he texted me saying, I need my book formatting. My format has let me down. It's I've got 4 or 5 hours before I'm going to
Shit.
lose my pre-orders for the year. I'm like, yeah, I'll sort that out. But yeah, you sort of have to be accountable, don't you, with the
Yeah, definitely.
pre-orders and stuff.
Yeah,
I tried to do it at the beginning of the year, and then I found that I had to game the system a little bit and kind of release and then take off because
yeah.
I just wasn't ready for it. You've got the best intentions at the beginning of the year, and you think, right, I'll put this on, yeah, and I'll write it then, and then this one it'll be fine, and then you just watch those months go by, and you're like, fuck, you know. So, how many books have you got on pre-order at the moment?
And there's not that many now. I think I've got I've only got three on pre-order just now. So
Right.
the rest of the kind of romance series, and no, I've got 4 and book 6 of the Edinburgh Files. I was going to do 1653, that series. I'm going to put on pre-order, but I thought I'll just leave it just now
Yeah.
because I don't know what's happening. Because I'm getting more into the kind of marketing / advertising side of things. So I thought, I honestly think if I stopped writing just now after the romance series is finished, I think I could still make a really good living just from the advertising from this for the next 5-10 years.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
just with the books I've got out just now.
Have
So
you? Go on.
no, that's cool.
I always do that. I always start when people are halfway through saying something, my mouth will open and then it just ruins the flow.
Yeah, you just ruined it totally. Fucked it.
Fucks it up, Anna. Yeah. And now I've forgotten what I was going to say.
I was going to say you forgot what you were
Which
going to say.
it does quite often as well.
Have you got like a reader magnet or list building stuff? Do you build a list? Are you concentrating on that at all, or is it
No,
just?
I've got a Substack, so I always kind of in the books. I've just got. If you want to know why I started writing this book, go over
Yeah.
here, and it signs them up to Substack. So I've got 1,500 on that, but I rarely ever use it. But I'm going to focus on that next year. I
Yeah.
definitely will, because I realise the kind of the power of email marketing if you get the right community. And I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
I've built up a good fan base, that they will just kind of follow me and they'll just buy kind of any book that I kind of put out. So I think I've built up that kind of 1,000 true fans. So
Yeah.
I need to work on the email marketing side of it more so than the TikTok and the kind of the social media stuff.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think it'd be advertising, email marketing, then the social media stuff. I think that would be the order I'll do it in.
And were you advertising? Do you ever do any any promo stats or any of that? Have you gone into that side of it? Or is it just paid advertising?
Just
You
straight
know,
paid advertising. So the
yeah,
promo stat, I think if you look at kind of everything that you do and what's going to get you 80% of your sales, that's going to be the advertising. So you do 20% is going to get you the 80% of your kind of sales, and
yeah,
that is advertising, straight advertising to book one of the first in each of the series, and then the kind of book the bundles that you get as well. I think when you advertise them, you make a lot of money because of the read through rates and because of Kindle Unlimited.
yeah,
So there's only 5 ads going at any one time to the books. So although I've got 20 odd books out, it's only 5 books I'm kind of promoting. So it's the box
yeah,
sets and the first book in each series. And I've only just started the romance series just now. I just let them go organically first. So I let the 3 books go first. I published the first 3 books. When I'm ready to publish the 4th, I start advertising book 1, and I've just started doing that. And that's that ad that just took off recently. So that looks as if it's going to go well. We'll see what happens with it.
right. Do you wish you'd done this 20 years ago?
No, because I don't think the time was right, because I was doing all the self-help stuff, the guided meditations and the
Right.
social media business and teaching that. So the plan was always to retire at 60 years old from all this stuff that I was doing and just start
Right.
writing at 60 years old. But for some reason I thought, right, when I was 53, I thought that this is the year I'm going to start being a full-time author. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it's cool. I'll just keep doing other stuff as well. I've always have a way of making money. Always, and I always have. But my wife has always kind of backed me as well, because she's a CEO of a charity, so she's
Yeah.
always kind of been in my back just in case things kind of fell by the wayside. But it never has so far. And I can see me doing this for the rest of my life now. I'm sorted, I think. That's
So
brilliant.
how long have you wanted to write for?
Oh,
Because you say
years,
27
40
years.
years. Yeah. 'Cause I remember I used to read my dad's books, and I don't know if
Right.
you've heard of Harold Robbins and Sidney Sheldon and kind of people like that. These are
Yeah,
kind of
Sidney
old
Sheldon.
writers, but they were kind of prolific writers. And I used to
Yeah,
read their books when I was like 12, 13. And then I used to do kind of based on their books, I used to write my own kind of synopsis of books
yeah,
that I could do that I thought would be quite good if I wrote a book. But I used to type that out on a typewriter, a manual typewriter.
right.
And I had all these synopses kind of planned out, 10 books planned out when I was 12, 13. And then there was written short stories and stuff. And I thought, I'm not a good writer. So I just kind of left it because I always got rejected. So I came back to it eventually. So I've been wanting to be a writer for years, literally.
Yeah. I did a little bit similar when I was 15 years old. My granddad gave me a Jack Higgins book, and I just fell in love with Jack Higgins and started reading
Right.
everything. And then somewhere in the middle of reading his 70 book back list, I started writing the shittest Jack Higgins rip-offs, and I did about 4 or 5 of them, novels,
Yeah.
and then only when I hit my 20s did I just start reading everything. It didn't matter. It was just a story. Doesn't matter
Yeah.
what genre or anything
Yeah.
like that. And yeah, just sort of went on from that. But yeah, it's quite intoxicating, isn't it? Thinking these stories, they've drawn me in. I sort of want to create something like that for other
Yeah.
people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've seen your kind of TikTok videos where you've got a wee picture of you kind of like that, 15 years old or something.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I've seen that. So is it quite really cool? Because my son, who doesn't read, my 2 sons don't read at all. And as much as we tried to get them to read, they're just not into it. They're 30 and 28. They just wouldn't read when they were
Yeah.
younger. But my son always keeps saying, so you make up shit stories, not shit stories, but you make up shit and you get paid for it. So
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
much. That's
Yeah.
see, that's a perfect life, isn't it? You just make up shit
Yeah.
and you
Yeah,
get paid for it.
definitely.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
I remember doing a TikTok once, and it was like being a writer, and it was basically you make shit up, and you for some reason think other people are going to give a fuck about it enough to give
I
you
know.
money to read what shit you've made up.
Yeah.
They
But they
want to know
do.
about your imaginary people. How
Yeah.
how your own ass are you?
Yeah, but they do though, don't they?
Exactly,
Hey,
yeah.
yeah,
And then you get and then you get ones who love it so much they become your main fans.
yeah,
But
yeah, and
that's true. You developed and you'll probably see that just now with your kind of fans as well. They follow you everywhere. And it's good in a way,
Yeah,
but
I
it's
mean,
kinda like it's
yeah,
yeah,
great.
I've been full-time since 2016, so I've got, like, a solid
Wow,
fan base on my other pen name, and whatever I put out, they'll buy it without even reading what it's about.
that's
yeah.
brilliant.
I'm loving it at the moment on TikTok. All these middle-aged women shouting at me because they're in tears because something's happened to one of the characters and stuff, and I'm just like, brilliant. This is
This is
this
the
is what
life.
I'm loving. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I love TikTok because like with the old style, you used to be email list, and you might get an
Yeah.
email
Yeah.
now and again, and it's very slow. Whereas TikTok and social media, you're chatting to them while they're reading the book, and it's just
Uh,
like that, man. It's
it's
great. Yeah,
immediate.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's brilliant. And I think that
yeah,
TikTok's a
You've got to
brilliant way
keep
for building up a community as well. It's amazing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Community building, Rob. Rachel, I don't see you much on,
No, my consistency is so crap.
I
but
always
it's a
ask
brilliant
you.
way to build a community.
I
Yeah,
know, and it's so stupid because I on my other pen name, I have, like, Patreon and stuff, and I've got the community there, so I know how to do it,
Oh, right.
but I've just fallen out of it. The consistency. I used to be super consistent on everything, but yeah, every week he'll ask me, "How's my TikTok going?" Because he knows damn well I've probably, like,
yeah,
posted one thing.
yeah. And she usually just says, yeah, and anyway. But you've got a TikTok shop now, so you
I
know
do, and it sold out this morning, I was dead impressed.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
so if you
Well,
keep doing things like that will happen.
Yeah, when I posted a video yesterday, and, I woke up this morning and all the books had gone, and I was like, "Okay, I can
time it back.
post them."
Brilliant.
So I
Have
don't know
you?
if you know, Rob, but Rachel helped me with that TikTok shop for 2 years. My TikTok shop has not been right because I'd kind of bugged it up at the very beginning and I'd set
Right.
up an organisation account or something. Aye, so Rachel had asked a question, I'd answered her, and then I'd asked about the TikTok shop. So I still can't get this sorted out. I've written to TikTok support desk and all that. And she said,
Yeah.
"Oh, if you do this, if you unlink it from your marketing account, then you'll be able to link it to your TikTok shop and it should sort it." So I'm sure I've tried that, but I've tried it again and it fucking worked. 2 years I've been trying to sort it out.
Yeah,
And so
it
now I've
says
got a
shop
TikTok
now.
shop.
Have you got it now? You sorted?
I've got a TikTok shop, but I've never done anything with it. I've got one book up. I need to put the other 7 books up because I've got them all
Yeah,
behind
and
me.
then bundles, man, and then
Yeah,
then you can start doing the bundles. Yeah,
yeah.
we're just talking about that because I've got all my rom-com ones on my TikTok shop, and I do them in bundles of 3. So there's 7 books. One's a prequel. I'll leave that alone. But books 1 to 3 are a bundle. You can buy them all singly, but books 1 to 3 are a bundle, and then 4 to 6 another bundle. And everyone's buying 1 to 3, and I'm just not seeing 4 to 6 move at all.
And
I
right.
And
know.
so I just adjusted the price a little bit because there were thicker books. I passed that on to the customer. Whereas now I've taken the hit. They're both £30 bundles. I've sold my first one of the 4 to 6.
Selling them, brilliant. So what I was going to
Yeah.
do is just sell the hardback books, but make them limited editions. So you just sign them and you just make this book one of 200. So there's only 200 of them, but sell them
Right, yeah.
price, £35, something like that. I don't know if they'll sell, but if you just make it a
scarcity
numbered book
sells.
and you sign it, So I'll see if it does sell the hardback books. But it's a lot of energy.
Yeah, well, you
kind of
should
going
put your
into posting it.
paperback.
Yeah, I might do, because I was thinking about
Yeah,
getting a
you should
box
put your
set,
paperbacks
making
on
a box
too.
set and putting the paperbacks in them, yeah. Because I think Book Vault do that now
Well,
as well.
I had
Yeah.
I have one book that I'd written really tropey, is what I was messaged you about, and I wasn't publishing it because I was going to rapid release, but I put it on TikTok just to play and see how it does, and that one is the one that sells out all the time. So
Brilliant. That's brilliant. I think,
yeah, and
see,
that's
Adam
just a size
Beswick,
paperback.
he does amazing on TikTok as well.
Yeah,
He's brilliant.
Lee Mountford's another one. If you want to look at him, he does good on his TikTok shop.
Lee Mountford.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
Yeah,
a
I need to
horror
check
writer,
him out.
and he's sort of
yeah,
just come out of nowhere.
Perrin Manor or something. Yeah,
Oh, you were
And
yeah,
speaking
but
about
he
him
does.
last week, you know, last week or the other week's
Yeah,
show or something, yeah. Oh, I need to check him out.
yeah. You've got a Kickstarter coming up.
Yeah, I don't know. I've got the covers designed for it. So I'm using the same cover designer that I was using. I thought, well, we'll try it.
they're great, those covers.
Cheers. That was again, we were kind of working together and just what I wanted. But I don't know what happened in Kickstarter. And then Rob said, "Oh, I've got Kickstarter." Well, you mentioned it. I'd looked at kind of yours as well, and I didn't realise. So yeah, but again, I don't know. Is there a point to it? If you're going to make, it's costing about £10,000-15,000 anyway to get you can only do 250 books at a time or sets. So that's going to be about £15,000. I'm saying, is it worth it if I'm just going to make the money back? Because I'd like to get £100,000 or £150,000 pledged, and then I go, right, I've made some money, plus I can kind of do other stuff with it as well. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm still smithing, but I've got it all designed and all that ready to go. Stuff.
So with your Kickstarters, if you did it, do you think you'd do like the sprayed edges and your foil covers and go all out with it? Yeah.
Yes, I've got that designed. I've got the foil covers, the hardback kind of foil kind of hardback covers. I've got the sprayed edges, like I said, as well. So they're all going to depict images of Glasgow on the edges of it. And I've got the dust jacket and the end papers as well. I've got them. It's all to do with Scotland. So yeah, I think definitely go all out. I think that's kind of what I tend to do. If just go all in or just don't do it. So that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
And see what happens. I don't know what
the
happens.
best thing is like, the best thing about Kickstarter is you can put your pre-launch page, and it's pretty important. Your pre-launch page, and you get people signing up for that, and you can have that fun for as long as you like, and you can sort of gauge what you might do. Not money wise, but like the amount of people backing you and stuff. And
So is that what you've done with yours?
That's what I'm going to do with mine. I've got it up, but I haven't started marketing it.
Right. Okay.
But I probably won't have it started this year now because I've got another thing that I want to do. But while that page is up, I'll just be constantly collecting people for them when it does launch. We're away, and then if you get the things we love or something banner, it kind of goes to the top of the page on Kickstarter, and you get your organic people backing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Then speak to Adam though;
Brilliant.
he's done great on them.
Yeah.
So writing routines. What is your writing routine?
Writing routine. I write Monday to Thursday. And that's all I do. I get out of the house and go down to university. We've got University of Glasgow, and they've got a brilliant new building that they built last couple of years ago. And it's 7 floors, so you can always find a space there. So I write there, put on my headphones and listen to dance trance music. It really kind of it really jacks me up and really gets me in the zone. And that's all I listen to for about 4 hours I write, and the rest of the time is kind of marketing, answering questions from other people. So it's a good 4 hours I can write. And so I'm there for 8 hours, I write for 4 hours, and I get a good 2,000, 3,000 words done for 4 days a week. And that's what I do. The rest of the time, I'm doing marketing, I'm doing TikTok, I'm doing advertising. At the weekends, I'm doing that kind of as well. So yeah, it's just Monday, Thursday, because we've got the grandkids on a Friday, and at the weekends we've got this family time.
Yeah.
So it's a good system. It's a really good system. And getting out of the house, I think, is brilliant because there's always distractions, as you've just seen. There's always distractions in the house.
Yeah.
So getting out of the house is amazing. I tried the cafes and stuff like that, but it cost a fucking fortune. So I thought, right, I'm not living in cafes anymore.
Yeah,
So I went down to
I built myself an office at the bottom of the garden just to get out of the house.
Yeah.
You know,
Did you see a difference?
because massively. Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
but 5 o'clock in the morning, I'll go down. Well, I'll have a brew with the missus because she's up at 3 or whatever. Yeah, she's mental. But I'll have a brew with the missus in the morning, and then I'll go, right, I'll see you at 7:30 when the day starts with kids getting up and that.
Yeah.
And just those 2 hours, there's nothing else to do in the world. But right, I'm not watching, and you know, there's no distractions, and I found I get 2,000 words in, and it's done. Then it's in the bank, and then I can just concentrate on authors I'm helping, or you know, marketing and stuff. And it's good having a routine like that.
You know, it is. It really makes a big difference. Because I was writing from home, and it was kind of very sporadic. During the day, it was sporadic, and I'd rather have kind of done, like you say, get in the bank, and then you don't need to worry about it. You don't stress about it. So it's good.
Yeah. And conferences, how many? You've been to a couple now. Are you planning on going all around the world at these conferences and stuff?
No, I'm going to stick to. I was speaking to Steve Hicks the other day, and he was saying, "Are you going across to America? There's one in America or something." And I said, "No, mate, I'm just going to stick with Ireland and London, and that's the only 2 conferences I'll do a year." Because I loved Ireland. That was brilliant. For the first conference, first ever conference I went, it was amazing.
Was it your first one? Oh, brilliant!
Oh, it was amazing. But that was the conference with Tony Higgs, and not Tony Lee had kind of said to the organizer, Steve should be speaking at this, and she said, "Do you want to speak?" And I said, I'm outside my comfort zone. I might as well do it. And that was my first ever speaking gig as well, at the first ever conference I'd been at. So they got me to speak the next again day. So I've done that, and it's brilliant. So I'm speaking at Ireland show next year as well.
Yes, and we will both be there. Can't wait.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah.
But that was a real eye opener, wasn't it, Rachel? The pub nights were the best.
It was. We've got Christina coming on.
I heard,
you know,
Rob was saying, the Teddy girl, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a very illuminating conversation.
I was saying to her, I just wish I could have got a picture of your face when you said, and what's it about? And then she told you, and it was really funny.
Holy shit. And
I can't wait.
Oh, man, you need to. Because I downloaded the book, the ebook, and I kind of read about it. I'm going, holy shit, this is just. So now I'm getting fed all these kind of strange ebooks and stuff. But yeah, it was an eye opener. But I had another idea, and I thought, I could write this. And I thought, no, just forget about that.
His secret project.
Yeah, exactly. Another pen name. Yeah.
It'll be the Bitches of Scotland. The
Bitches of Scotland, yeah.
And then of course London. That's when I met you. It's they're just brilliant, aren't they? And I mean, I've been people who follow the show and stuff. I'm trying to convince all of them to come to these conferences. You know,
it's brilliant. For the amount of people that stopped you as well, Rob, just to say, I've seen your show or something like that as well. The amount of people
I kept getting stopped. It was great. Yeah. You're the one that listens. Brilliant.
No, but it's a really good show. Your kind of show is like, I think I said it before, disorganized chaos. Yeah.
It is, I mean, we'll start it. I'll text Rachel at 10:15, and we're coming on at 10:30. I'll say, "What we're doing?" She's like, "I don't know." And usually when we don't have a single clue. They're usually the funniest ones, aren't they?
Yeah. We literally pants the podcast.
We do, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Discovery
podcasters.
Discovery podcast, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
We did it to this because he was like, "Have you got any questions for Steve?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Well, as usual."
Yeah. Okay. So it's been fantastic having you on.
Thank you very much. It's been brilliant being on. I don't know what this is going to turn out like if there's all that lagging and stuff, but hopefully it's
Oh,
giving
don't
some
worry about it
benefit to
because
the.
it records on your side. So although you look like Super Mario in the 80s to us, when it
Yeah.
when it comes through, it'll be clear. Yeah.
Oh,
Just
right, that's
just
brilliant.
don't log
That's
out
perfect.
until it's yeah, just don't log out until it says 100%.
Right, 100% uploaded, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Right.
Okay, Steve, this has been fantastic, and I'm sure we'll chat pretty soon. You
Yes,
should
yes. I'll
you should
see you
comment in
soon.
on your stuff.
Yeah, exactly. But thanks very much for having me on. Been really good, and I hope it's of some benefit as well.
Oh no, yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Your little nuggets are absolute gold dust, and I
Oh,
also
thank you.
implore everyone to get on TikTok and just watch your little 30-second, 50-second bits because it just sparks a bit of everyone. It gets you
Oh,
geared, it gets you
brilliant,
pumped. Yeah, I've been doing
brilliant.
this
Oh, I'm glad
ages,
of
and
that.
it gets me pumped.
Brilliant. Thank you
Yeah.
very much again, guys.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Cheers,
Bye.
mate. So that was the great Steve Aitchison. He's such a lovely guy, and you when we got into when we were in London this year, you kind of grabbed me, didn't you? When we got to the
Yeah,
pub
go meet you.
to introduce me to Steve. Yeah, such a great guy,
Yeah.
and he's doing loads for the self-publishing community, and
Yeah.
I do employ everyone to have a look at his TikToks because it's inspiring and he comes up with great ideas as well. And yeah, that was our third, fourth guest now.
Third, maybe.
Fourth. Yeah,
Fourth.
fourth guest. Yeah. So anything else to add?
No. No. Sorry if you can hear my printer.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I can't. I can't.
Okay.
I'm full of a cold, so I could barely hear anything. Then I was just once again laughing at the right places, and just I'll get the interview when I edit it.
Alright.
Yeah. Okay. So next week we don't know what we're doing, do we? Because we never do.
No,
Yeah.
no. Next week we'll be back with something.
I'm sure we will. Yes. Okay. I will see you later.
See you later.
Cheerio.
Bye.